You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app on this Friday evening. And let's have some fun tonight. But before we have fun, we have to get the news out of the way. And as you might imagine, the news usually involves someone being harmed on Metro. This can't wait. So we're going to start off the show with it. Just before 9 a.m. today, LAPD responded to Sunset Boulevard near Bronson Avenue, where a bus driver had pulled over. According to LAPD, a man stepped onto the bus, began hitting a window, and then punched a male passenger without warning, without provocation. Did not know each other. The passenger fought back, and the two men scuffled until the suspect got off the bus and walked away. Officers, according to the story, canvassed the area and found the suspect, and they identified him as John Perez, and they booked him on a battery charge. That's the latest. This week, let's review. The board voted to expand Metro's Tap to Exit program, which requires riders to tap their transit cards to exit the station. We told you about that earlier this week.
Hey, good morning, guys. Can you imagine what tap to exit means? It means you tap your card to exit. And the idea is when you exit, they know that you've paid your fare. Now, it's only happening right now at the North Hollywood station, so where we are here at Universal City. It doesn't happen when you get off the train here, but if you take this over to North Hollywood and you get off there, it would work for you. And we're noticing that passengers are saying they're noticing a big difference.
I've noticed there hasn't been a lot of aggressive people and not so much trash as well.
Yeah, Metro surveyed 100 riders at the North Hollywood station where this pilot program started. They say 9 in 10 feel safer and even notice those cleaner trains. The tap to exit policy went into effect at North Hollywood at the end of May, and now the chair of the Metro board, County Supervisor Janice Hahn, she says she wants to see it expand across all of Metro.
We told you that tap to exit will take months to implement elsewhere, maybe longer. We told you that tap to exit without tap to enter is kind of dumb. Nobody listens to us. And of course, the whole tap to exit feature doesn't address anything which may happen on a subway platform, like the dead body the other day, or anything which may happen on a bus like today. And I really do want to be fair about this. Let me slow down. I'm not trying to be funny. It's not fair to suggest that any one thing or even just a dedicated in-house police force, which I've been advocating for, will make all these issues go away. I think it would be dishonest to say that. Yes, it's going to require a number of things, but what I think has been dishonest also is the way that Metro, up until very recently, did not address these issues head on. You remember, they tried to paint a very rosy picture of statistics of ridership being up, crime being down. There's really no issue. Give us more ambassadors, and they wouldn't address the elephant in the room. But it wasn't until multiple members of the LA County Board of Supervisors, who are also Metro board members, it wasn't until those individuals spoke out publicly that there seemingly was any traction inside of Metro. It shouldn't have had to have come to that. And I know I've had a lot of fun at the expense of Metro, and I absolutely believe in shaming the powerful with the hope that shame encourages change. That's my method to my madness. But I don't personally think it's funny that people are violently victimized almost daily on Metro. There's nothing funny about it. Even though I may talk about Metro each and every day, there's nothing funny about what's happening on Metro. And also, don't think for a second that we're hearing about everything which is happening on Metro. Please don't think that just because you see it in the news, you're aware of everything which is transpiring. Don't think that everything which is happening on Metro is getting reported to law enforcement. Not everything that gets reported to law enforcement actually makes the news. Remember what I and my sister told you about LAX on the 4th of July? Well, the same thing is true here. We, the general public, and that includes me in the news, we don't hear about everything. We just hear about some of the things. There are plenty more out there. And there will come a point in which someone of notoriety, someone of fame, or someone of greater importance than, you or me, that person will be victimized on LA's metro system. Maybe be a celebrity or a family member of an elected official. Think along those lines. And then all of a sudden, heaven and earth will move to make sure such violence will never happen again. It will then become a real priority. And I know it shouldn't be that way, but live long enough and you'll realize it absolutely is that way. And it has always been that way. That is how the world turns. Each time someone gets beaten, stabbed, shot, or murdered, what do I say? What do I say? Every single time. I say, it'll happen again, maybe tomorrow, next day, or the day after that, and we'll talk about it when it happens because we can count on it. We as a city and county can count on it, but we just have not had enough. We haven't had enough. We're not tired of this yet. The moment someone real important individually is victimized, or we collectively say we've had enough, this will begin to change, and not a moment before. The famous individual may move the politicians to move a little bit faster because that would put some pressure on them that folks like me can't put on them. But that's Metro. That's the latest. That's a typical day here in LA County and beyond. But now let's get to the fun stuff and get this weekend party started right. Got all that other stuff out of the way. And to that end, the funny, I thought it would be cool to listen back to some of our funniest, most hilarious, most inappropriate, and borderline classless moments on Later with Mo Kelly. We all could use a little bit of laughter these days. And tonight, we promise you, we got plenty for you. Let's get the party started. First up, the story behind Mark Ronner. I can see him rolling his eyes at me because he knows what's coming. The story behind Mark Ronner and black olives. Hear how it all began. It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Ooh, Later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640.
Mr. Mo Kelly here. Let's go back in history. It's customary that every Friday we usually get food for everyone in the studio. One week it may be Thai food, another week Panda Express, another week KFC. You get the idea. The understanding is someone on the Later crew has to make the order. I don't do that. I pick up the tab. It's real simple. Don't come to me asking what we collectively are getting to eat. That's for everyone else to decide. Again, that's not my job. Come to me when you need my card, okay? Call me Daddy Warbucks, whatever. I'm the underwriter. That's my job. On one particular occasion, and in fact, I think this was the first and the last time we let Mark Ronner order any of our food. Mark ordered pizza. Seems safe, right? Well, Mark took it upon himself to get a whole pizza with black olives on it. He will never live that down, and we will never let him order food again. So whenever we refer to Mark Ronner and black olives, here is why. Mark got us all pizza last week.
Here comes the but.
No, there's no but.
No.
That was very generous.
And the pizza had black olives on them.
Yes, and you made the decision.
Didn't tell anybody. Said, I'm buying it. Well, hell, it's going to be like black olives and mushrooms.
Well, no, in my defense, I just said, hey, just give me a combo, an extra large combo. I just figured it'd be whatever. Now, but the thing is, there was pizza left over at the end of the night, and usually pizza around here gets hoovered up like a mound of Coke in one of your old strip clubs. But there was pizza left over, and I thought that was very suspicious. So I asked Walla on the way out, hey, you get enough to eat?
Mark?
And then it's like, time for the talk.
Yeah.
Mark,
Oh, yeah.
brothers don't do coke at the strip clubs.
Well, I'm so sorry.
And we don't do olives
Well,
on pizza. Two things we don't do.
okay.
We don't. Brothers. There are probably some, but by and large, we're not down with the black olives. I know that's racist.
Am I
to
the
say.
only person who didn't know this?
Maybe. And then I had to have a talk with her. I said, hey, Bark, hey, brother, hey, man, look, man, I love you, man. Like, that was really, really solid that you brought that. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Friend to friend.
Friend to friend. The only way Mo was able to eat that, he was in there picking off every single olive.
Okay.
Tiffany was like, nah, I'm good, period. I just couldn't do it at all because to me, it's going to have the olive aftertaste. I love you, man, but just that's a no.
I've never heard this before.
Mark, don't you know just the pizza ordering etiquette? When in doubt, get a half this and a half that. Get a half cheese and a half pepperoni. Get a half pineapple and a half black olive. You can do it that way. Get a half mushroom and get a half combo. Doesn't matter. Just get a half and a half.
I'm just saying that this is not common knowledge. I think I am as well informed as anybody who's not Quentin Tarantino. I didn't know this.
Hey,
Stefan, if you like black olives?
I don't prefer them, but like it's not a big deal on the pizza. But I also learned that today too.
Okay, but see? Okay,
Yeah.
no, look.
There
You
you
got
go.
Mark and Stefan. They're both white. They don't mind the black olives.
We are. Wait a second. A couple weeks ago, you said I was part black. Are
I
you
said you
revoking?
are.
Are you revoking that
No,
now? Because
you're-
I've been
no,
telling
you're
a lot of
included.
people.
You're included now.
I've been telling everybody. If
But
you're going to take
keep
it back,
if you keep sending black olives, you bet your part black ass I will. I will
Mark,
take it back.
If you ever bring potato salad with black olives, if
Or
you
raisins?
ever bring,
no. I
if
hate
you
raisins.
if you
Raisins are
ever-
of the devil. I despise raisins.
I can just tell you, you do not do that. You don't show up to any black household, to any cookouts with any dish with black olives.
So-
I tell you, they're going to look at you,
Not
Mark.
in the green ones.
No, so suddenly I'm this guy now.
By the way, I would have voted for Obama for a third term if I could. Best president in my lifetime, hands down.
Yeah, so I'm that guy now because I screwed.
Are you? Are you? Do you have like a vacation house and you're inviting brothers over to get like, their minds taken from them?
Vacation house. I don't even have a 4-room house, Mr. Kane. I have nothing. Thank you.
All righty. All right.
I'm just saying you blindsided me with this. I'm happy to accommodate you guys.
Blindside? What do you think we thought when the black olives was just staring at us? I was hungry. I was ready to eat. I opened the top like, this motherfucker did not.
Okay, now I know. It'll never happen again, okay?
You're damn right it'll never happen again. That's why. See, that's what you get. That it must have been. I must have intentionally not invited you to my house because I knew black olives.
Now
were
it
in my
all
future.
comes out.
I said it.
All
I said it.
All the
I
resentment
said
comes
it.
out now.
I said it.
Glad we could air this out on the air.
Well, since you're part black, this is called playing the dozens.
Okay, well, my notebook's getting thicker and thicker, and I need to know these things.
On the other side of the break, we'll listen back to the time in which we collectively argued as to whether it's absolutely necessary to change into clean underwear every day. Well, just about all of us agreed, but once again, Mark was determined to be a contrarian. It's kind of like his thing. Clean underwear when we come back. Well, not literally. We're not changing our underwear. Never mind.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
And let's get into this. There's no easy way to say it. There was a survey that was conducted by onbuy.com asking how often men and women change their underwear. The survey consisted of over 2,790 men and women. 22% of the men surveyed said that they will reuse their underwear up to 5 times before washing them, while 18% of women said that they agreed when asked if they rewear their panties over and over before washing them. Okay, let me just say for the record, and I can say this confidently, I've never in my life worn a dirty pair of underwear. Confidently. Never in my life. If you have run into me, it's not the same underwear from the day before. You just have to take my word for it, okay? You some nasty motherfathers out there. Nasty, nasty, nasty. So we're going to get in people's business right now. Stefan, you're first up. And I need you to tell the truth. Judgment and all. Where do you come out on this?
I can confidently say I have never worn them more than once. Absolutely not. Just because, like the song, man, I sweat, so I'm not about to try to like keep that going. No.
Mark Ronner.
How do you even know I'm wearing underwear?
Damn, I walked into that one. When I call you Commando from now on,
That's
now you
right.
know why.
That's right. Get to the chopper.
To all the sharp.
Never have I even thought that was the thing. I've never even imagined someone wearing underwear, the same pair, more than once in a week.
Who are they surveying? Because I have to believe there is a percentage of people, both men and women, who lied, who are aware of the judgment which would have come with being someone who's wearing underwear multiple days before washing it consecutively. I don't care, non-consecutively. Look, if they touch my body, they're getting washed before they touch my body again. Once they come off, I don't care if it's like I'm working out, whatever, or once they come off, got to go into the hamper.
Okay, just hang on. I think everybody here is protesting a little too much.
What?
Like
Oh,
even,
no.
Oh, whoa.
No, let's get real here. Even like when you're traveling or when
Yes.
you're on a field trip
Yes.
or something, never in your whole life.
Never.
Your whole life, not once ever.
Never.
Mark, as soon as I have departed, I'm talking, I took a 3-day train ride across the country. Even then, I went and found a little bathroom area, and you go in there and change. I don't care if I do anything else. I will change my undershirt, my drawers, and my socks. I'll put on the same clothes if need be, but not the drawers.
I'll rewear some jeans, but not drawers. Not drawers. Okay, and to be fair, since the survey did implicate women, 18% of women surveyed
Here
said
we go.
they agreed with, rewearing their panties before washing them. I know you're not speaking for all women. I'm just talking about you. You got to give your personal business now.
Don't look this direction. When it comes to me, I'm one of the people who believes that if there is a sink or a water source, you can definitely do a quick wash of whatever you need to do. Parts, items, whatever. There's no need to rewear soiled items if there's water nearby or a good wet wipe.
Well,
I don't know about that wet wipe.
Wet wipe.
What are
How
we doing with that
funky
wet
are
wipe?
you people?
Okay, the wet wipe for the body is one thing. Yes, I can't use the terminology what it's actually called. It's called like a prostitute's bath. I can't use the actual name. Okay. Now, we've all been in places where you have to hit the hot spots. I get that. I get that. I'm talking about as far as underwear when you obviously are not confined by circumstances and you can put on another pair of underwear, a clean pair.
Okay, let me ask this question. Mm-hmm. What is the over-under on time that...
If you go to sleep and wake up, it's time for new underwear.
Okay, that's fine. But I do believe that there are some instances where if there is not a lot of time that is lapsed and you take something off and put it back on, say you're swimming and you take off your underwear to put on your swim trunks and then put your underwear back on after you're finished swimming, then that's okay. There are some loopholes.
That's the
There's
same
nuances.
day.
No, the same day.
That's the same day.
So you're saying that there has to be a time lapse of 8 hours or more or 12 hours.
You're going into a new
Day to day. Yeah.
I agree with that. With that.
I've been in the hospital and I've had on, and I went in, checked in, had on drawers. I said, you know what? I'll just have to go commando the rest of my stay here. Take these things off and I'll just be in here in the gown.
That is the most healthy thing to do. Commando, honestly. Studies show.
I get that. But, and literally, there are things which happen in the body over the course of the day. The underwear does serve a particular purpose. And to have that cross over into the next day, male or female, says you are a nasty mother father.
It sounds like you need a diaper, not underwear.
What
is your diet?
No, Mark. I'm telling you, and even if you are going commando, I hope you don't wear those jeans a second time in a row. I hope those jeans go in the wash. You do not put crusty button drawers or jeans same day. I don't care how clean you are after you use the restroom. I don't care what you're doing, Mark. If you've been in those pants and them drawers all day, you take them off, sir.
Don't make this about me. What I'm trying to...
You don't step up and try to defend.
Get out of this, Mark. Get out of this.
What I'm trying to ascertain from all of you is Are you eating chili all day, every day? What in the name of God is happening?
I don't care.
In your pants. What's happening in your
There
pants?
are body fluids which naturally pass through anyone's body. Okay.
Are you incontinent? What is wrong with you?
My point is, Mark, underwear does serve that purpose as far as
catch-all.
protecting your clothes.
Can we not describe underwear as a catch-all?
Wait.
Catch-all.
Look, Stephen, you'll learn this as you get older. You're not supposed to trust a fart after 40. Anyhow.
Okay.
You're not.
All right. So one of the major differences between us then is that when you go shopping for underwear, you're looking for absorbency.
No. I look for underwear that makes me feel good, but I'm going to change it every single day. And I'm not going commando because that's itchy, scratchy, uncomfortable. Okay? And also, I don't like to be free swinging.
You sicken me.
Look
All
at
of
the
you
time.
sicken me.
I tell you, there's something wrong with Mark Ronner, but we love him anyway. After this break, we'll listen back to another age-old debate we had. Is it appropriate to do a number 2 at a friend's house? Not your house, but a friend's house. And if so, under what circumstances? Oh, we're going lowbrow humor tonight. It's Friday night, and most of you are either on your third drink or second joint, so don't judge us. Well, at least don't judge us until you hear when it's okay to go number 2 at a friend's house. KFI, Mo Kelly.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Later.
Scary moments for customers at a Kansas Home Depot. Police responded to reports of a bomb threat at the store in Wichita. A customer alerted employees. A man inside the bathroom said there was a bomb in the building. Police were able to locate the man responsible for those comments, and that man told police he warned other guests to leave the restroom because he was, quote, fixing to blow it up, but had no intention of causing a panic. Man also told police others in the room laughed, understanding his joke, which I'm just now getting. Home Depot says they will not be pressing charges. But I can tell you right now, you asked the producer for me to read that, didn't you?
KFI Later with Mo Kelly. It's Friday night, and many of you are at a friend's house or on your way to a friend's house. To do a number 2 or not do a number 2? That is the question. You would think this would be a rather simple discussion. Well, for some, it was not. If you are a guest in someone's house, is it impolite to drop a deuce? Here's the news tie-in. Ryan Seacrest revealed that he clogged up Kris Jenner's toilet and attempted to fish out his own dookie with a makeshift ladle. He used, I guess, one of those toilet cleaner ring type thingies, and he was just trying to spoon it out, I guess. Where he was going to put it, I have no idea. But the question is, should he have been doing that in the first place? I try to err on the side of caution. In other words, if I were to go over to Stefan's house, let's say it was for a fight party or something like that, I'm not doing number 2 in his house, period. No matter what, under any circumstances. I'm just not. I think it's inappropriate. Now, that's me. Mark?
Well, if it's Stefan's house, I might go out of my way to do it. But I mean, I'll tell you this. When I was in grade school, a friend of mine came over and clogged my toilet. And this is a touching story. I hope you appreciate this. I took the blame for it. I took the blame for it and told my mom I did it because I was so embarrassed for my friend. Now, fast forward to college years when we're all pranking each other and we're friends and we live nearby each other. I would go to my friend's place and we all left our doors unlocked. I just walk into his place and we'd use his bathroom and leave and not say a word, and leaving him just sitting on the couch with his mouth hanging open.
Did you at least flush?
We flushed, but I mean, that was not recommended. It was a little rude.
Okay, Stefan, what say you?
Yeah, I unless it's like legit emergency, I can't see myself doing that at someone's house like that, especially if someone has to use the restroom right after you, because
like a fight party, someone's going to come right behind you.
Yeah, it's going to be right around the corner. And you can't blame it on anyone. Like, you can't blame it on the dog, So it's like, you're the last one in there. I'd be mortified.
It's a normal, natural function. Why are you so embarrassed?
There are a lot of things that are normal and natural that are inappropriate to do in certain locations and places.
Did you guys ever see the first Borat movie when he's at some sort of etiquette party thing and he comes out of the bathroom holding his in a baggie, and to the extreme horror of everyone there?
Yes.
The biggest laugh I've ever heard in a
But
theater.
that's the whole point, because it's inappropriate to do. You shouldn't do it.
Well, I don't hold it in a baggie out. I mean,
Are you sure, Mark?
fairly sure. I mean, they do have those nice double vacuum seal ones now, though. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, it wouldn't be as horrifying.
Mm-hmm. Twala?
I'm going to tell you. On the last time I was making my way to your house for one of your parties, I had already mapped out locations where I could use the restroom just because it's a long drive. Okay.
Right.
And so I got off the freeway and I was like, I got to go. And I'm not going to your house, even though I was early. I still said,
had time.
Nope, had time. I said, you know what? We're going to go over to the Target, the one that's not far from you, the little complex. And I go there. And now I know if I'm on my way over to your house,
in Inglewood,
go to Target. Boom. Target
Literally.
got it. Yeah, Target got it. That Target got all of it.
Wow.
Maybe it's just me. There's just certain things, like I'm real particular about that and locations. Someone's house, if I'm not an overnight guest, there's no way in the world.
Well, you want to be in your comfort zone. You want to be able to take in your iPad. You want to be, leave the door open for your cat to wander in and out.
No.
Does this sound familiar to you?
No, I don't. One, I don't have cats. Two, I close the door because Benson always wants to wander in, and I don't want him to wander in.
I mean, there are problematic aspects of going at somebody's house apart from what you're describing as the sheer mortal embarrassment of it. It's like, do you ask the person for something to read, and do they want it back when you're done?
Well, see, my thing is, I'm not going to do that at someone's house, and if I did, I'm not trying to be in there for 15, 20 minutes.
Well, you don't have any control over that. I mean,
hey, look,
it takes as long as it takes.
No. You've never done a partial?
A partial?
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
What are you talking about?
To get you to hold you over.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
What
You've never done a partial.
I don't even know if I want to know what a partial is, but I
what
can figure it out.
Like. It is exactly what it sounds like.
How does one even control a partial? You either do it or you don't do it.
Mark, you go, you get out immediately. What had you running in there? You just go, and then you have to tighten up.
It's just one car off the train.
Yeah.
That's awful.
No, it isn't. It's better than the alternative.
Yeah.
Well, the alternative's unthinkable. I mean, if it's the same one I'm thinking of.
But I'm saying, if you just take one car off the train, it'll allow you enough time overall to get where you need to be.
Well, listen, when that train's coming out of the tunnel, you don't always have complete control.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Mark. I don't know.
I'm
astonished. You guys should have like a circus act if you can do this.
No,
this is amazing.
It's not great skill, okay?
No, just you must not have control of your body.
Right.
Well, let me I just want everybody to know that I have 3 college degrees, okay? This is the apex of my career. And George Swan, if you're listening, I took the bullet for you when we were kids, and I hope you appreciate it.
Okay, it's my turn.
Oh, man.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. We're listening to some of our favorite moments and probably yours too. KFI, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.